There was a bit of a conflict today. There was a riot between the Christians Association and the Lesbian and Homosexual Freedom March for their rights. I thought, what are they marching for their rights for? They've already got, they're not getting arrested anymore. They're not put in jail like the old days, you know. What are they talking about? Rights. They've already got rights. And what the fucking idiot Christian, I yelled at the Christians, love covers the multitude of sins, you idiots, you know. Love has so many ways of expressing. And that's not true. The wages of death is sin. The wages of sin is death, the Bible says. No, it doesn't. Only says that when you blaspheme, is that the only unforgivable sin is to blaspheme against God. And you just done it then by saying these children aren't loved. And there's a big riot then, where the devil's children, we know that. I wasn't on anyone's side, you know. I thought, what rights? You got more rights than I have. You got someone to fuck. And what do they want? Land rights. That's what they want. The next thing the gays and lesbian society say, we were here first. It's obvious. We beat the Aborigines here. It was just that we invented a better boat like Captain Cook and sailed to a fucking more civilised fucking country. We let the shit eat Australia to you. So we want our rights. Land rights for the gays. And they want money from the government too. They do a lot of work, you know, protesting. One of the girls works in the dildo factory all night. And she's got, you know, all these children to look after. And they're more than not a mouthful, a handful. What rights do they need? I want rights. I want the rights to be able to see, you know, anything people put on the net. It might be the most shocking fucking thing you've ever seen, but it might help everyone to see it. We all put this energy into it, and you get a mass of people saying that's fucking wrong, and it just sucks that evil energy out of us all. But when it just all falls into the wrong hands all the time, the energy builds up. I know demonology, I've been studying it for longer than the world's been here. Before Lucifer even had a chance to get the sloppy job of playing bad cop. My God got the good cop. The other times he didn't have the angels, all he had was himself, so he had to play bad cop and good cop himself, and fucking everyone got mixed up. Which God's the bad God and which one's the good one? Like, this is God all the time trying to balance out the powers between darkness and light. None of it should be suffering. That was the purpose of all these fires, but, you know, started off real cruel. Someone just mixed some petrol in or something and said, we made a fire, and me and my stupid cigarette. I'm purifying the air every time I smoke. There's a lot more to it than that. It's technology in the soul which is beyond mankind's comprehension. We've worked for 7,000 years. God's clocking up things like, you know, things like 1,000 trillion years done of everlasting moments. Look what he done in 7 days of it. He's been cruising off saying, fuck everyone, I'm just going to build a fucking eternity that's got all the answers for all this shit, and let's see who can do the best. He's trying to prove me wrong. I said, many hands make light work, I said to God. It's good when we're all pulled together. You're not always by yourself. But what happens then, we'll have to wait and see.